Welcome back to the Tool Crib. Today we are looking at the Leatherman FREE T2. Now this is a pocket-based multi-tool, more of a pocket tool as opposed to a plier-based multi-tool that we normally see from Leatherman. It is quite lightweight at 3.3 ounces or about 93 grams. We're going to go through the rest of the specs on this, show you what it has to offer, and see if it's the right multi-tool for you. Now the FREE T2 is going to incorporate the same magnetic architecture that the rest of the FREE line has, such as the T4, the P2, and the P4. In the T2, I don't mind it quite as much. I'm not a big fan of magnets in these multi-tools, these new concept designs, because magnets in a multi-tool that are designed to interact with ferrous metals are inevitably going to get filled with gunk. It's just going to happen over time. One way or another, it's going to happen, and at some point you're going to have to clean them out. In the T2, it's a little different though, because the T2 it's not a plier-based multi-tool. Also, it doesn't have a file where it's going to be interacting with filing on ferrous metals. I think it's okay in the T2. The rest of the line, I feel a little differently about. So the specs on the T2 are it's about 3 7/8, just shy of 3 7/8 of an inch long, or 93 millimeters. Its full width is about an inch, or 25 millimeters, and the depth of it, or the thickness of it, is about 3/4 of an inch, just a little bit shy of that actually, at 18 millimeters. It weighs in at 3.3 ounces or 93 grams. Now the first tool on the T2 is going to be the knife blade. Now this is going to be the exact same knife blade that we're going to find in the T4. And much like the T4, I don't particularly care for the drop point blade on such a short blade like this. I wish the blade design was a little bit different, more in the line of the P4 blade style. The overall length on the blade is just over 2 inches, about 2 1/32 is what I'm getting, is what I'm reading it at, or about 53 millimeters. It is a decently sharp blade, and it's an okay little EDC blade, I guess. It's not ideal, no premium steels, 420HC, but it will get the job done for majority of the cutting tasks that you're going to need it for. Now the next tool over on the T2 is a tool that I don't necessarily think should be in this particular multi-tool. It is the combination awl and the little micro driver, the little mini screwdriver. Now the awl works decently, just like it does on the P2, P4, and the T4, but I don't really like this awl style. I would have preferred, if they're going to put an awl, that it come down to a point, but I actually don't think it fits well in this particular tool. I would have liked to seen something different. Now the next tool over are going to be our drivers. Next two tools. So the first one is a combination number 1, number 2 Phillips with that really nice bottle cap lifter. That works exceptionally well. And the last tool over is going to be our 3 combination tool. So it's going to be package opener with the edge, the cut edge here on the side. It's going to be a mini pry tool, and it's going to be a medium duty screwdriver, slotted driver. What I think personally that they should have had in here instead of that awl is, I would have liked to have seen a set of scissors in here. I think it would have complemented this multi-tool a little better than the 3 tools that they elected to put in here. So if they had a knife blade, even those 2 blades, those 2 drivers, which I actually would have preferred been switched out for a bit exchanger. I think it would have been a lot nicer. And then a pair of scissors, it would have made this multi-tool a lot better. One thing I will say is that the T2 did not come with a pocket clip, unlike the T4. They do have provisions for it, but they don't include it. That's one thing that I don't know what Leatherman is thinking with doing that. Why if it's more of a money grab, especially for the price point that they're asking for the T2. The T2 is retailing at $40. Personally, I think it's way overpriced for what it is. They don't even offer the tweezers that you're going to get in the T4, and I think they could have easily integrated those tweezers to give us one more function in this multi-tool. The fact that it doesn't come with a pocket clip is a real negative for me. This particular multi-tool, I believe, could have been very nice. I would have liked to have seen scissors with those two drivers and the knife blade, along with a pair of tweezers and the pocket clip, and maybe it would be closer to the value of what they're asking for. I still personally feel that is a bit overpriced. I would have liked to seen this down in about the $25 to $30 range. I think it's that much overpriced. Now, is it a decent tool? Yeah, it's okay. It definitely needs a pocket clip though. You know, it's all personal preference. Everything is a compromise with multi-tools, so you have to choose what's right for you and whether or not that's going to fit the bill for you. But for me personally, I think the T2 is a fail because it's overpriced, and I just don't care for the tool set that's in it. It could have been really nice, in my opinion. It could have been very nice, as a matter of fact, because not everybody needs that plier-based full-size multi-tool, and this is a very lightweight tool at 3.3 ounces. I think Leatherman missed the mark a little bit on this one. Like I said, the architecture, that magnetic architecture, works okay in this one because it's not going to be interacting with ferrous metals as much as some of the other tools. But in the end, I think that this is not worth its value. My name's Ben. You've been watching the Texas Tool Crib. I hope you've enjoyed this review of the Leatherman FREE T2. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.